What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and let's talk about it. Listen, can you guys see or hear me? I don't know how they keep saying my stream status is bad. I'm looking right at it. How is it bad? Okay, there we go. It's getting up there now. Okay, y'all see and hear me? Cool. What's up, Trigger? I see you. Okay. And the guys, you probably haven't noticed, but I'll be the first one to point out to you that the Los Angeles Lakers, whatever happened with the Lakers, don't need LeBron. They don't. They need him for marketing value. Yeah. To sell tickets. Yeah. But they're willing to solve. They're willing to trade every player on their roster right now that isn't LeBron James. See what they didn't tell you about the trade with the trade that went down that they were proposing with Gasol and Mike Conley. Gasol and Mike Conley was going to get traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. This is what I was told, that those two players were coming in a deal to the Los Angeles Lakers that was going to involve Kyle Kuzma and Lonzo Ball and a host of other players. Kyle Kuzma hasn't regressed. Kyle Kuzma is playing out of position right now. When guys are not in their position, he can't play the role that he's comfortable and used to playing. So you can't expect Kyle Kuzma to do the things Kyle Kuzma do when Kyle Kuzma is not in position to do them. Lonzo Ball getting hurt, he was involved in the trade as well. They were going to get Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, and some other players for Mike Conley and Powell Gasol. I mean, not Powell, but Mark Gasol. They were going to the Los Angeles Lakers. That was the deal they were working on. That was going to be big. That was the big deal. That wasn't Anthony Davis. It was these players coming over. And that deal went down when Lonzo Ball got hurt. When Lonzo Ball got hurt, everything went down. They weren't going to keep Gasol at the end of the year. They weren't going to keep his contract. They weren't going to keep Mike Conley. But that's the rumor mill that they were going to go. Josh Hart is a piece that they wanted to keep. They were going to keep Josh Hart, but he's available for trade if somebody wanted him. They said everybody on the Lakers that's not named LeBron James can be traded. The Lakers were going to pull the trigger on a trade involving Brandon Ingram And they said they never discussed it, but it was a trade with Brandon Ingram and the Milwaukee Bucks. They had a trade that was offered, and no one's saying who was all involved, but it was for Brandon Ingram. But the Los Angeles Lakers turned it down. Now, this was months earlier. Now, I didn't know this months earlier. I'm just saying today we found out that a trade was proposed for Brandon Ingram. Like months ago, were they interested in making a deal with the Milwaukee Bucks? I don't know who the Bucks was talking about getting rid of over there, but they wanted to have Brandon Ingram in their system. Well, it depends on what they wanted to get out of the trade. The Golden State Warriors were involved in the trade as well. They were looking to make some moves because some players that they had on the team weren't paying off, and for the position that they wanted them to be advanced at. So they were still thinking about seriously picking up Carmelo Anthony. Don't be surprised if the Golden State Warriors end up with Carmelo Anthony on their bench. They don't have to trade to get Carmelo. They can pick Carmelo up for the Lolo and just sit down one of the players that has not progressed in that position. And if you know the Golden State Warrior, you already know the player that I'm talking about. I'll wait to see if you name the player. Then I'll let you know if you got it right. Not Looney. Looney's played well for his position. Not Bell, not Jerko. Gosh, you really guys really don't know the roster. Well, Damian Jones is hurt. I think someone said it. Nah, they didn't. I'm very shocked at you guys right now. I said Carmelo Anthony, and you guys are naming point guards and everybody else. If Carmelo Anthony can come in and help the Golden State Warriors, which they feel they have a position for him to come in because someone is not playing up to their potential and where they thought they should be. Who could that be? That's the first time I seen Iggy's name pops up. That is the first time I seen Iggy's name pop up. But no, it's not Iggy. Are y'all ready? There you go. Jacob Evans. There you go. Finally, it took people 16,000 years to get to Jacob Evans. Jacob Evans is the person who has not progressed the way they thought he was. They're ready to sit down Jacob Evans and bring in Carmelo Anthony if he wants to come to Golden State. Carmelo problem is the transportation over there. He would only have to play half a year. Jacob Evans don't even play. Exactly. Do you know why? Have you seen him when he played? He ain't getting to play. Something's wrong there. Now, because he's not progressing, McKinney has actually played well. He's overachieved what they thought they were going to get from him. Yes, I am aware of this. I've been informed that my super chat is fixed. Not here today, but I've been told that it's fixed. So probably by the next live video, the super chat will be fixed. But we don't need that. We got my Cash App. We got the Cash App at Carcino on the Cash App. That's what's up. And you can click the link in the description box and leave me a message there. Congratulations to Maurice White. He got his first 1,000 YouTube subscribers, y'all. Give it up to him. Congratulations, Maurice. You're on your way, brother. You're on your way. Will the Lakers get Melo? I doubt it. I doubt it. This is the last year Melo's going to play in the league. And for your last year being in the league, you don't want a chance to win a championship if you come back, or at least go to the finals. So if you Carmelo, if you could join the Boston Celtics, help them out on their team, you could join the Philadelphia 76ers, which I think he fit in perfect over there because they need help in the areas that they do. They need a Carmelo Anthony to come off the bench. They have no guy to really come off the bench and provide their offense off the bench like that. They're too streaky. They either will beat you by 20 or they're going to get blown out by 20. That's the six. So he could bring some continuity over there, some experience. What y'all call Melo is done, Melo could still score and average about 18, 19, 20 points a game. Y'all saying he done. The Lakers know that they're going to have two superstars by the end of next year. A major problem happened when Davis got hurt. Davis is injury prone. Now, do you trade for a guy who's injured? Lonzo Ball getting hurt and seriously hurt the way he was, him being out 4 to 6 weeks. That messes up a lot of trade value with Lonzo Ball, who was improving his trade value. But people were saying keep Lonzo because Lonzo has a very huge social media following. as far as people knowing Lonzo Ball, people write articles about him. He was going to probably stick around Los Angeles. But Kyle Kuzma, who's played well, is on the trading block for the Los Angeles Lakers. Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, all three of them, Caldwell Pope, all of them, they're all on the trading block. The player who has digressed has been Stephenson. And the reason why he's digressed is because him and LeBron James got into it in practice. Make him dance, Lance was hitting these shots and everything. And then he fell out of good graces with LeBron. They had one little blow up in practice. And ever since then, his minutes got low. And they was like, no, we all good. We all good. Me and Lance, we all good. Once they got to that, him and Lance, we all good. Lance Stephenson's minutes was reduced. He wasn't in the game in the fourth quarter, and he was winning games. Make him dance, Lance was making him win. He was winning games. And they sat him down and started playing KCP. KCP started complaining in the press, and then they started playing him more minutes. And they started putting Lance on the bench. And you want to know why? It's because KCP is signed to Clutch Sports, which is LeBron James' Rich Paul agency. So he complained in the press he's not getting enough minutes. He played like 10 minutes or 6 minutes one night, and he was mad because Make 'em Dance Lance is out there making him dance and making him win. So they sat down Lance and started playing KCP. Lance in practice went, and then him and LeBron had words. Next thing you know, Make 'em Dance Lance don't get no minutes no more. You see, this is the stuff they don't tell you. But didn't you find it really weird that Lance Stephenson all of a sudden wasn't playing? Did anybody notice that? Anybody just wonder why Make 'em Dance Lance is on the highlight reels? He was hitting threes, making steals, winning games in the fourth quarter, hitting big shots. Next thing you know, he's not playing at all. He's getting like 3, 4, 5 minutes a game. It was over the KCP thing. Stephenson went at KCP in practice. LeBron stood up to him. He had some words to say to LeBron. They patched it up. Everything was, are we all good? Next thing you know, Make 'em Dance has been making them dance on the bench. Even when guys were out injured and they'd be like, well, we're going to see more of Lance. You didn't see more of Lance. And what you start seeing was a Lance who regressed. He was just out there like, screw it, whatever. I'm just going to play this season and that's it. I'm out next year anyway. So Lance get in the game. He's not really connected to the game. He's just out there trying to score the basket, show people he still could do things. And what happened is turnovers, stupid plays. Now Lance could actually play. But when you take somebody out of rhythm, the team was believing in him. They had a good vibe going. He was hitting open threes. Next thing you know, he's down. And people are scratching their heads, wondering what in the world's going on. Lance was great with Memphis. Lance is the type of player that you put the Cavs are trying to get Zion. They want their next LeBron. They can care less about winning games. Listen, when you take somebody like Lance Stephenson, you can put him with your team, he can fit in. But you got to incorporate him into the plan. You have to incorporate him into the flow of the rhythm of the game. You got to let him know these are the plays we're running, this is what we're doing. But when he's not a part of that offense and you just got him in there filling time, what do you expect from that person? Dwayne Wade is going to be on the All-Star game. They're not through drafting yet, but I think he'll be on the All-Star game. Kawhi Leonard just bought a new house in San Diego. Well, I don't know what team he's going to that's near there because he'll be playing for the Clippers next year. Well, I'm quite sure if somebody get hurt, D Wade will be there, but they definitely should have did something for D Wade. If I talked about the Detroit Pistons, I would be here forever. Blake Griffin, I'm like, if we all could just punch Reggie Jackson, I would be more than happy. They trying to blame it on an injury. They was like, well, he's been injured all these years. I'm like, Reggie Jackson has been a problem all these years. And that's that. Trade Blake, you mean that'll be rescuing him. That ain't helping the Pistons. That's helping the team. Well, that's helping Blake Griffin. I'm quite sure he would love to be traded. Because the way it look now, they're gonna finish ninth. We're better than the Bulls. That's all I can tell you. We are better than the Bulls. Perhaps. But the Los Angeles Lakers, they got a lot of pieces out there. A lot of people think they're going to try to get Brandon Jennings in to be a backup point guard, bring him in, but they trying to make some moves. It's a lot of people out there that they trying to make moves for that are injured. And with Anthony Davis being hurt right now, they just have to wait the next year to try to bring him in. And New Orleans is just risk not getting nothing out of it. Here's the thing: the Lakers weren't that good with LeBron. So who you gonna have come in and they're gonna be great? Oh, he just need another superstar. Oh really? So let's say you get rid of too many pieces. Who's gonna help you win games? You get rid of Kyle Kuzma. You know how many games Kuzma's won for you? He says, Cino just admitted. Lakers 5-10 without Bron and Rondo. You forgot that too. Oh, Zion. No, Zion's not gonna sign with Clutch Sports. They not even pursuing Zion like that. They know Rock Nation got that on lock. The Thunder's defense is gonna kill everybody. I've yet to see it. Lonzo actually played better this year. He was just starting to get more confidence going towards the basket. He just needs to work and practice on his game of finishing at the rim. He has no finish at the rim. If he's not dunking the basketball, have you ever seen Lonzo lay the ball up? If he does, he loses it. Or if he gets a layup, he has to be uncontested. He has no English under the basket. If the Celtics don't get to the NBA Finals, then yes, he's gone. But don't think it's automatic he's gone. Because there's no way Kyrie's going to want to leave the Boston Celtics and go to the New York Knicks. No, Dennis Smith Jr. was going to get traded. A lot of people think he was going to the Los Angeles Lakers. But they were not going to take Lonzo Ball for Dennis Smith Jr. That's not even a fair trade. It would have to be other players involved, such as Josh Hart. James Harden has scored more points since December 3rd than Kyrie Irving has scored all season. Kyrie has scored 985 points. James Harden has scored 1,014 points. But there's one thing about that. James Harden, and I'll show you guys all about it. All those points he scored, not one person has an assist. 0 assists. Unassisted. Over 200 something points. Unassisted. Speaks volume. Did you see T.O.? T.O. tore in two. Terrell Owens tore into Jason Garrett today. Yeah, in the 90s, he couldn't do that. Dennis Rodman would have guarded him and he'd have gotten irritated him so much. I mean, the way the game is played is right now is just, we all know it ain't the same. So well, there's no need to even discuss further. We just all know it's not the same. And we can all agree on it. I mean, if they trade Stephenson, make him dance. Caldwell Pope was on the trading block too, so they can go to another team and get some playing spots. But LeBron likes KCP there because, like I told you, Clutch Sports, Rich Paul needs him in LA. So that's all it was. He wanted more playing time. They got it for him. And I'm like, Caldwell Pope, KCP, he got no business, none, being in that position. But what happened? They was in that position. Oh yeah, this the chick pillow. I'm washing all her stuff now. Oh, matter of fact, it's done. Let me put it in the dryer. But that's all her stuff. I don't get the chicks my pillows. I have pillows for the chicks. They got one where you can do the leave their imprint on the pillow, all that stuff. Y'all got your own pillows. Let me put this in. Oh, woo! Just in time. No, don't diss Ticket TV. He ain't did nothing wrong. You just got imposters out here that's be stealing from everybody and trying to make it their own. Kelvin and Emery, we ain't worried about last year. We worried about this year. Y'all got a fluke. Now that that little fluke thing y'all got is over, now it's time for the real. Yeah, and me and him gonna have a conversation. We're definitely going to have that conversation. Oh, Boogie played 24 minutes. He killed 8 of 12. The thing about Boogie now that they haven't noticed is how accurate he is as a shooter. Like they've never seen a big man shoot like that. He can shoot from anywhere on the floor, any position, and he will challenge you if you come into the paint to try to score on him. They never seen a big man have that kind of touch in the inside and outside. I remember the day they signed him. Everybody went crazy. But the Lakers had an opportunity to get Boogie Cousins, but they didn't because they didn't know what Boogie was going to be like if he came back. But they had an opportunity to sign Boogie Cousins. They passed. I don't want to knock what he do. Like I don't care about that other guy's thing. To me, he's not entertaining. But if anybody wants to listen to him, that's fine. Only had one problem with him. Don't steal my titles, dog, and then try to act like it's nothing. Like I'll blow it off. He's beneath me, dude. You know better. You used to be under my pages trying to get people to pay attention to you. So you got some success now. You signed with whoever pushing you. Congratulations. Get your money. But don't do that, bro. Don't don't be that guy. The guy who I'm gonna have to go upside his head. I don't want that. So anyway, me and him we're gonna have to have a conversation. No harm. I mean a real conversation. Sit down with him. Like I'm not mad at him. Yeah, then you didn't see him use it no more, did you, Lewis? No, but he continues to defy me and continues to go down the format. So that's why me and him are gonna have to have this conversation when we see one another. So yeah, I'm still watching Daredevil season was it season 3 now? Anything that got the Patriots winning, like they said, I don't remember a score to a Super Bowl. I remember who won. Now, to me, if y'all like him, please, by all means, watch him and be entertained. To me, it's no originality. It's corny. It's just reading stuff off articles. I mean, that what you like, I can't deal with it. I'm surprised they haven't called him for the titles. The titles be all fake. I don't do all that. Clickbait titles. Uh, be like, oh my God, it's going down. They have big problems. He is mad at him. You get in there and find out there's nothing. You be like, what? There's nothing but some garbage here. I mean, the format is so like potato chip dry. Do 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 do. Yo, don't get caught slipping in those NBA streets. I'm here to tell you there's been a lot of speculation going on in the league. Um, I used to be in the league. I used to play ball. So I'm telling you, these things are actually going down in the game. So let me tell it to you. Well, an article was written by Mark Stein. He said in the article, look, these two guys have had a problem their entire time playing together, and no one is listening to the coaches. I believe him. And it's amazing. And I want to say thank you to you guys out there because here we cover everything in basketball, not just LeBron James and the Golden State Warriors. Though I will be only going live for those games, but I cover everything else. Do 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 do. I forgot the tight wife beater. So, like I said, if you like that artificial stuff, By all means, go and watch that till you collapse. But he's crossed the line with me. And I didn't like that. So me and him have to have a conversation. We will run into each other. It's not like I'm going out looking for him. I just know. I just know. Right? We're gonna run into each other. We're gonna see each other one day. And we're gonna have a conversation. No, I don't want to be violent. I don't want to be violent at all. I just think that we need to have a conversation so that he can understand that there's things you do and things you don't do. There's a way to do things and a way not to do things. Now, when LeBron James come back, everyone thinks that LeBron's going to come back. He's going to be scoring 40 a game. LeBron James has lost his lift. Okay, LeBron James each year he's jumping less, less, and less. His push and takeoff this year has been terrible. If you've seen LeBron James, he hasn't really gotten up. He got to get a running start before LeBron can stand right there in the paint, catch the ball, go straight up and dunk the ball, and be high above everybody. Now guys can block him, block. They can block his shot at ease. He's not getting up no more the way he used to. And that explosion is gone. LeBron is moving in slow motion out there when he was playing. And this is before he got injured. So the fact that his leg gave out the way it did and just buckled to the side, no, his athleticism is gone. They were willing to. Lonzo Ball getting injured kind of messed up the trade. They were thinking Lonzo Ball, bring in some other players there to the Grizzlies. They were going to give up Gasol and Mike Conley in a package deal. They were going to be Lakers, and Gasol was going to be back with the Lakers. That's who they were eyeing, so that they can have some definite scoring on the inside, a big man who could shoot the three on the outside to bring out the defender. They wanted that. They wanted Gasol more than anything, and then you got a Mike Conley coming in, solid point guard, play the point guard position, should have been an all-star, perfect counterparts for LeBron. LeBron don't have to do too much of anything. And they were willing to move Kyle Kuzma, Ingram, Josh Hart, and everything else. Lonzo Ball went down. That kind of derailed a lot of things. So, no, they weren't keeping these guys, dude. They weren't going to keep them. They would have kept. They would have kept Gasol. They want to keep Gasol. Conley might would have been moved. No, the Bulls are trying to trade Jabari from the Chicago Bulls. That's another piece that people are looking to grab. He can get him points coming off the bench. You know, he was having a great season, but his body just kept failing him. He had two major knee surgeries on both knees. And he's battled his way back to playing. Yeah, Parsons, because they gave Parsons all that money. Once Mark Cuban took him to a strip club and signed him. As soon as he flew in, Mark Cuban went and kicked it with him, paid him all that money. And what happened is he had nothing to play for no more. Parsons played good in the system. Once you ain't got a system where you can shine, Parsons is not the guy that people thought he was. And he got exposed. That's the same thing with Klay Thompson. As great as Klay is, you put him on the wrong team, Klay Thompson average about maybe 9, 10 points a game. He got to be in the right system. When it's said and done, James Harden, Klay Thompson, and I don't even think probably Klay. I think James Harden and Steph Curry, they will be 1 and 2 for the most threes in NBA. They're gonna break the record. Steph is gonna break it by like thousands. No one's gonna come close to that number for a while. Well, you know what, Mr. Simply D, 1985. When you make a donation to the page and you click the link in the description box or go to the Cash App and make a donation, we'll start answering your questions then. Since you want to be like that. That's like all these questions flying by. Yeah, you know I'm messing with you. Lonzo Ball average 9, 7, and 7. That's the kind of player he's gonna be until he tries to develop. Because to me, he wouldn't even be in the NBA right now. A guy like that wouldn't have been drafted. He was drafted mainly because of his popularity. There's no way Lonzo Ball was a number 1 pick or a number 2 pick. Did Draymond make the All Star game this year? I hope he didn't, because he did not deserve to be an All Star this year. I know, and he's my family. Draymond Green is my family through marriage. Draymond Green's father is married to my cousin. Lavar Ball has been informed not to mention the Los Angeles Lakers or LeBron in any interview. He's not to do any interviews talking about the Lakers and LeBron Once LeBron was there, that was it. Last year, they let Lavar do all the talking as part of the reason they picked up Lonzo. Keep Lavar attention and all that stuff to hype up the Los Angeles Lakers. And they did. The Lakers was losing every game and had more highlights than the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets made the playoffs last year. The Denver Nuggets, the Utah Jazz, the Los Angeles Lakers last year, who had no shot at the playoffs, had more press than anybody. I'm going to tell you what didn't get talked about last year. The Lakers played Golden State last year. Lavar Ball was at the game, and Draymond and Lavar was back there, and they were talking to Lavar and all that. And they was asking the press member, one of the guys from the press was like, here comes Lavar, you know he's going to say something. And then Livingston was walking by, he told Draymond, yeah, let's go do our shoot-arounds. He was, see that? They're not even shooting the same. See, them boys need to come to my camp. See, Draymond, look at the way he shoot. See how he falling into his shot? Because he ain't confident. I tell him how to get that. Man, you used to worry about your punk ass son. He talking about how I shoot. Your son can't even shoot a damn free throw. He talking about, why you ain't teach your son then? Sorry, Mom. Yeah, he's sorry. Man, we was playing the game. He couldn't even hit a free throw. He supposed to be a point guard. He can't even hit a free throw. Man, I ain't worried about him. They soft. Julius Randle was done with the Lakers. The Lakers organization was looking to make a change. Julius Randle had improved dramatically with his ball handling and skill, his addition to basketball, as well as scoring. He was a great addition to the Los Angeles Lakers, and he was somebody that was developing to be a great player. The Los Angeles Lakers decided we want to be popular. We don't want players that can play well and win its games. We want guys who can look good and do interviews and be on TV. We want Hollywood. We want Showtime. We'll worry about the games later. That is correct, brother. That is absolutely correct. No, I wouldn't say he's the weakest man out of Kentucky. But we are officially at the 1 hour mark and we are shutting this down. Thank you guys. I appreciate the love and support. Keep watching the videos on the timeline. I got a hood story on there. For those who missed the hood story earlier, it's up and rocking, and I'm out. God bless you.